Johnny Ralston and Evil Zombie Eater, they asked kind of similar questions. So I thought we put it into like one thing here.
Sure.
Johnny, I'll go ahead and do both of them. Johnny Ralston asked, sort of a newer listener here, which is pretty fucking dope.
Cool.
What do you guys mean when you refer to DPW? Are you guys starting a wrestling promotion? And then Evil Zombie Eater asks, where do you see Deadlock in 5 years, and will DPW be up and running by then? So we kind of felt like these questions were kind of the same thing.
Sure.
The same realm. So DPW, yes, it is a wrestling promotion that we are starting.
Deadlock Pro Wrestling, it has been in the works for, I'd say we had real talks about it for like 6 months now, maybe?
Yeah.
Around there?
Yeah.
A
little difficult because of COVID.
That's the thing. It probably you probably would have gotten an announcement in January if things weren't how they were right now, really. Because that was
find
kind
a way
of the
around.
idea.
It's not as simple as just starting it right now because we kind of can't. So we're trying to figure out a way around that. We think we have an idea, but
there is with how it was gonna go isn't too different than how we would have to run in COVID times. But it's just there's more to it than like just fans safely.
There's
being
moving
around
parts
things.
with other promoters and
correct.
Yeah.
So we have a pretty solid plan on what we want to do in terms of how we want to get it out to you guys, how we see the show, how we think. Because I mean, we could run a super indie if we wanted to, but that's not what we want. We want to do something that's different, kind of taking influences from all of our favorite things.
The way that James looks at wrestling is completely different than what everyone else does, kind of.
Yeah. I think we all kind of have. Yeah,
I think we have a very special situation that not a lot of other people have, where we can do something. It's not going to reinvent anything, we don't think, but I think it'll bring something a little more fresh and more accessible to a lot more people than maybe someone else starting a promotion would have, just based on our tenure, I guess, in the community and what we've done.
We have a built-in audience that we think we understand already.
Yeah,
so we're gonna it's not that we won't cater to try to get new people in. But,
I'm gonna book dudes all the time to come face me.
Sure, but in terms of viewers, but we think it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be easy to digest in theory. We don't want 400-hour shows. This is gonna be a very easy to consume product. I
mean, we think that we don't want matches super long. We don't want shows super long. We don't want to run a show where there's 20 matches. We add 6 more to the card because dudes show up, sort of thing. We kind of have a tight idea of what we think the show should be, how long the show should be, what the matches should be for you watching, and that's just generally based off of what we enjoy watching wrestling. And we think that a tighter presentation is absolutely the way to go. And I think that's kind of what we're going to do with DPW. And like we said, with the avenues that we have, with our presence on YouTube and the fucking communities that we have on YouTube, and now our presence on Patreon has been incredible, which we're going to be integrating into DPW too.
That's made everything a lot easier, actually, for us to these outlandish ideas that we're coming up with. A lot of that is because we have the means to do so because of Patreon. So that's pretty dope. And there's a lot of avenues that somehow haven't really been explored as much as you think they would be, with how easy they are to access in terms of wrestling and how you watch it and where you watch it. So we're gonna dip into a lot of new stuff. So hopefully it works out. And
we have a lot. We have a lot of people that we've kind of just gotten to know over the years that have done this for a super long time. So having that sort of knowledge to be able to kind of dip into, and
those connections are very
sometimes
valuable.
I'm sure we'll come up with shit that like on paper it seems like it would work, but they've been in the biz for 10 years or something. They're like, this shit will absolutely not work. And it's like nice to have that sort of knowledge pool to dip in. Tony's even ran his own promotion before. He's done a show, and like that
I know what not to do
in
in a promotion, and all the bad stuff that can go wrong with all the stuff that you don't even think about. So there's that.
Yeah, and he knows when to take it home. You know what I mean? So he's got to go.
I'll be yelling there. He's
Every show's going to end with, we're out of time.
and I gotta break your arm, and you gotta inject poison. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Whoa, leaking the angles, bro.
Angles.
Holy shit.
Why are you listening? Go away. Don't listen. Go to hell.
My angles.
But yes, yeah, it is a wrestling promotion. Whether it starts in the next year, we definitely hope so. We're not going to rush this by any fucking means.
No,
we're going to take our time to make sure.
I could probably say you'll see something related to DPW within this year.
We actually have a couple of plans that we think will be pretty cool. Like we said, the moving parts are crazy and they change all the time. So we can't promise anything.
Google Docs on all this. We have so much.
Yeah, there's a whole. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, DPW is real.